lines. This is me, made it onto a magazine, pretty happy about that. Got an award, that's really good, but I had to work to get there. Yes, I've got in my bloodlines, but it's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it goes flaccid. So if you had a broken leg, the cast you'd have on, when it came off, you'd see that that leg is smaller because you're not using that muscle. So who here knows that they're psychic? Put your hand up. Okay, not many. Well, you're all psychic. It's just whether you use it or not. That's what makes the difference. So if you're using it, you'll get stronger and stronger. When I made this deck, I set the intention that I wanted everyone that used it to have accuracy. But not only that, to grow with their gifts in a positive way as far as they wanted them to grow. So the first thing that is important is meditation. Who meditates? Great. Who meditates for more than half an hour? Okay. I meditate for under 20 minutes. I don't believe I have to sit there any longer, and if I'm connecting, I just meditate for a few minutes. I have a meditation intuition, something that sets it up for me, and it's on my website, and you can get it from there. But I don't believe I need to meditate for ages. Meditate is learning how to focus, and different people meditate for different reasons. So Buddhist monks will meditate for hours on end, and they have a different purpose than people that are doing psychic readings. So I don't knock it if you meditate for a long time, but in this day and age, and this is why they call me the modern oracle, modern times, we're so busy. We're doing too many other things. We don't have time to sit down and meditate forever. So meditation is important, but how much time you put into it is better than no time. The next thing that you need to have is intention. You need to want to do it. If you don't want to do it, it's not going to happen. You need to desire to want to be psychic, to want to move forward. The difference between psychics and mediums is mediums talk to the spirit world, and psychics go to you, to your body, and they get the answers. And people can be both psychic and mediums. Everyone is psychic, but not everyone is a medium. It doesn't matter if you're not, it's all healing. And that's why we do this. We do this to heal. People have problems. They have everyday problems. And I'm here to help people deal with those everyday problems. And I'm very blunt, very straightforward. And I say, don't ask unless you really, really want to know. Now, this is not the Jerry Springer show, so I'm not going to be saying things that I shouldn't be saying to embarrass you. I'm just going to give you the answers. And if it seems like it's something that I probably shouldn't say in public, I won't. I'll just look at you and say, you know what I mean. Okay? So to get started, I'm going to use this deck here. Both decks come in a magnetic flat box, easy to carry. They're very light. And both decks have a little book that helps you with it. This deck here has numerology numbers on it. It has a message on, so you don't even have to think about the message. But if you are working it as a tool, as a psychic, you can join all the messages up to make a story. Think of it as one card is a word. And if I went out to have coffee with you, or tea, and I answered all your questions with one word, you'd soon get frustrated. You'd want more information. So putting out more cards is better. I have psychics come up to me and they say, hey, I don't need to use cards. I can just do it. Well, hello, I can just do it too. But think of it like this. If you were making a sponge cake, and say we're making a sponge cake. I have a fan-forced oven and an electric mixer master. You have your hand, maybe a wooden spoon, and you've got a rock bowl. It's crumbling a little bit. You've got a fire to cook it on. Now we're both going to produce a sponge cake, but yours is going to be a dirty pancake. It's not going to rise without the fan-forced oven and being aerated. And I'm going to have a lovely sponge cake. So what tools do is they actually enhance your readings. They don't detract. They add something to it. If you're a carpenter, you can build a fence, you can use a hammer or a nail gun. Consider this the nail gun. Makes it happen quicker and it gets straight to the point. Within this deck, there is a card to cover every subject that someone may ask about. So there's a card that has a house on it, there's people cards, a yes and no card, there's career cards, there's travel cards, spirituality cards, something to cover everything. So today, if you just ask for a message of guidance, I will just pull one of these because the message is on there and you can read it out. If you ask a question, I'm going to use these and I'm going to ask you to knock on them 3 times to put your energy in. Then I want you to shuffle the question in. You are going to have to tell me the question because I don't have long enough to go round to everyone if I'm trying to find out what your question is spiritually. You're then going to shuffle that question in and then I want you to cherry pick the cards out, just one at a time from anywhere, but please don't take from the top or the bottom. Now the reason I get you to choose them from anywhere is because you may not shuffle them and they may stay clustered together. Sometimes they don't all mix up and you'll just get a run of the same cards. So to start this is how I want to work it. I'm going to choose someone to be the first person that puts their hand up that wants a reading, and then that person, when they've had their reading, is going to choose the next person on the opposite side to where they were sitting. And that way they're not choosing their friends and we just don't get stuck in one area with all the friends picking each other. And please do look outside the chairs because there's not a lot of chairs, so if there's people standing around, please go to them if they've got their hand up. I can't read without permission. And remember I said the things that help you grow. Tools, meditation, intention, the desire to do it, and the confidence to do it. So you have to have belief. You have to believe in you. If you don't believe you can do it, you won't. If you recall, they used to believe that you couldn't run a mile in 3 minutes. No one thought you could do that. And then one person did it, and then lots of people started doing it because that belief changed. So if you believe in you, this can happen. So who would like a question answered? Hands up. Come up. Just watch the cords. And there's a microphone there. I just want you to push the button up, but don't come close to me because they'll squeal. They don't like each other. So you're going to push that button up. And your name?
Angela.
Angela. And what's your question today, Angela?
Will I have enough money to buy a house in the location that I want?
Will you have enough money to buy a house?
Yeah. Will I ever get my own home?
In the location you want?
Yes.
Okay. You can hang on to that, but I want you to use the card. So put that one down now. I want you to take that deck and hold it like I did and like I showed everyone. Knock on them. So she's pushed her energy in and mine out. Now I'm going to ask you to shuffle that question into the cards. Will you be able to buy your own home in the location that you want in the next 5 years? 1 year? Okay. Now, she said 1 year, I said 5. She may get a no to the 1 year. Okay? 5, she may get a yes, but we're going to go with the 1 year. All right? Now you're going to pull 3 cards, not the top or the bottom. Okay, the first card she got is the communication card. And this is about having your finger on the pulse. You can see your finger on a button there. Next card she got is the travel card. But because she's asking about a house, it's talking about moving on. See the moving on word? And the third one is the risk card. You'll see this person is up in the air in the dark, so the information's not there. They're up in the air because they're undecided and they may land in an uncomfortable spot. Now they're all positive cards, so this does not say it can't happen. There is no timing cards in there. Within this deck of 53, there are 17 timing cards that are written down the bottom. This says that it will be a bit of a risk to get it this year. I intuitively feel in the next 3 years you will be able to, but it's going to take you're going to have your finger on the pulse and knuckle down. You're going to have to look out. You can't just sit back and wait for it to come to you. But it will be there for you. It will be. But in the next 3 years. Now, see what happened there? You have a path. And there's another path. If she goes home and changes everything that she's doing, doesn't go out, doesn't go looking, starts spending all her money, she's changed that outcome. I can't hold her hand when she leaves here. So it's about, if you do all those things in the next 3 years, yes, there will be a house there for you. Okay? And it may be just on the outskirts of where you want to be. Okay? Now you're going to choose someone. Hands up if you want to be next. You got to go the opposite side. Okay. Thank you very much, Angela. Hi, Angela. Would you like to pick the microphone up and not come too close? Now, what is your question?
Well, being the age I am and being a widow, I just wonder whether I'd find a nice male companion to sort of for my evening of life.
Can you just hold that closer to
for
your
the
mouth?
evening of my life, find a nice male
So
companion.
she said, as being a matured lady, she'd like to know if she'll find a male companion. Hands up all the men out there.
I'm talking about companion,
Okay,
not
now, here's the thing. She should say the right person for her. Because I can introduce you to lots of men out there.
Yeah.
So how you phrase the question is really, really important. We want to give it a timeline too. So what you want to ask is, will I find the right man, that my true love for me, in the next 12 months?
I don't know about true love. I think being a widow...
Put it this way, I wouldn't hang out with someone I don't love.
Even if I like him, it'll do.
Okay, so I say never settle.
Love now, at this age, I'm not so sure.
Never settle. Okay, let's go and see what the modern oracle says.
Right.
You're going to knock on them 3 times. Shuffle your question. Will I meet the right man for me? Shuffle. You're a card shark, I can see. Will I meet the right man for me within the next couple of years? As a companion. So I guess sex is off the question. No, she doesn't want to go that far. She just wants a companion. 42 and a half years, she had enough of that. She wants a dancing partner. Someone that she can go to the movies with, travel with, but separate rooms. Okay. Give me 3, not the top of the bottom. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first card she got is the stress guilt card. And that tells me she's not over her husband yet. As in, she may think she is, but she's still not finished all that work. It's been 15 years, but you are still stressed and worried. Now, I want you to pick another card up out of there. The second one says that she's got to close that door and everything so that she can move forward. And the third one says what she's doing now is not working. She needs to find another way. Okay? So I want one more to find out what the stress and guilt is. She's not sure that she will find someone. This is the encouragement. You can do it. That's correct? Now, what did I say? You've got to believe in something for it to happen. Do you think she's believing? No. So you've got to change your attitude. Now, tell me what the other way is by pulling another card. So when you get a negative card, we turn it into a positive and put another one on top. She has to trust. There's the trust card. And it says if she trusts, that's the other way, because she's not even wanting to commit to him in the real true sense. She does not want a husband. She just wants a companion. If you can start to believe it can happen and you can trust that you can do it, I tell you in the next 18 months there will be a companion there. But I'm telling you now, not seeing perfect. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing perfect, but I am seeing a companion. Because your companion may want more than you want to give. All right. Would you like to choose the next one, please? From this one. Okay, thank you. Watch all the chords. Yep. Okay, name? Tiffany, would you like to say your question into the microphone?
Okay, my husband and I are looking for a house in several months, and I wonder if it's now reasonable to buy now if we find a nice
so you
house.
want to know if it's the best time to buy a house right now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good question. I did change her question around because it was turning into two questions. And if you ask the cards two questions, it gives you two answers and gets confused. So you've knocked and you're shuffling your question in. Is it the right time now to buy a house for you and your husband? And then you're going to choose the right house for you. So you're going to choose 3 cards and hand them to me. First card says there's her husband, the male. Second card is you're weighing up the situation. See the weighing up the situation card? And the third card says the decision is yet to be made. Can you give me one more? Okay, they're worried that they're going to find something that looks too good to be true, so they're holding back. I do feel in about 8 months' time you can go ahead with it, and that will be fine. Also, the price will have come down, and you'll find something more within your budget rather than stretching yourself. Does that all make sense? Right, so the cards told me she's holding back, the decision's not made. It's possibly her husband that's holding back because he appeared in there. Did I answer your question? Thank you very much. Would you like to choose the next one? Thank you. Come on up. If you'd like to grab the microphone. And your name?
I'm Hannah.
Hannah, thank you for talking loud.
No problem.
Hannah, what's your question?
So I've been working on my writing the past few years.
Yes.
And so I guess my question is, will I get a traditional publishing deal within the next year?
Okay, so Hannah wants to know if she'll get her book published and a good deal in the next 12 months. If you place that one down, thank you, and knock your energy in and the previous person's out 3 times, and shuffle. And you're shuffling your question in. It's important to only shuffle the question you ask. Don't change it midstream. So will she get a publishing deal in the next 12 months that's suitable for her? And now you're going to give me 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Yes, she will. We've got the Knight in Shining Armour card. And it says, take charge, control, make it happen. The next one says, have confidence. And it's the Angel Blessing card. It says that she's blessed with this. Have confidence, honour yourself. You'll be blessed and guided. And the third one is happiness. She will be happy with the contract that she gets. Okay? So, yes, it will happen. But if you stay home, don't go outside, never meet anyone and never talk to anyone, it won't. If you keep doing what you're doing now, you're on the right track. Keep going. But yes. You're very welcome. Would you like to choose the next person? It's fun. Yes.
Business cards?
I have got business cards.
We've got parking that we have to.
Yes, take the business cards. Right. I'm not used to this. Normally there's people you can't even move, but coronaviruses seem to have struck everything these days. Your name?
Lauren.
Lauren. Lauren, what's your question?
I'd like to know whether I should settle in Australia or move on elsewhere.
Okay, should she settle in Australia or move on elsewhere? Who says that's 2 questions? It is. Settle or move on. So what do you want to know? Should you settle?
Settle. Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, place that one down. So you're going to knock your energy in. Previous person's out. Shuffle it 3 times. Shuffle it as you say, should I settle in Australia? Now that's going to, if it comes up negative, it's going to tell her no, and then she knows the answer to the moving on. I need them in order. 1, 2, 3. 3 positive cards. But How much more settled can you get than the house card? So her first card was the opportunity card, like a business. The second card is my study card and focus. And the third one is the house. So this says, yes, you should stay in Australia, that there will be some studies for you to do within whatever you choose to be doing, and that there will be an opportunity that will come up for you to do what you want to do here. Does that all make sense? Not one negative card, and they're never wrong. Thank you. You got to do your job.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. You can just put that there, or get caught on the cords. Thank you. And if you could pick the microphone up. Hi, your name?
Hello, I'm Katrina.
Katrina, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What is your question?
Will I receive funds from investors for a project that I've pitched within the next 3 to 6 months?
I love her question. Okay, place that one down. Now you're going to shuffle it in. Will you receive funds from investors for her project within the next 3 to 6 months? Now, if a no came up, it doesn't mean no indefinitely. It just means no, not in the next 3 to 6 months. So let's see what we need to know. You're going to choose them, like everyone else. Geez, I get some lazy ones. Come on. 1. You're not going to believe this. 2. 3. Can I have one more? Now, I asked for one more because a negative card came up, but the first one was opportunity business card. What did she ask about? A business and an opportunity. The second card came up was the shattered heart, which is about feeling overwhelmed, trying to do too much. All your heart pieces are in different areas and you've got to bring them all in together. The third one was the love improvement card, which means the situation will improve. And the third one says she needs to take charge control, and there's her knight in shining armour. So the bottom line is, yes, it will come in, but you're going to feel a bit overwhelmed. The situation will improve, but it may take a little bit longer than you expect. Probably 8 to 9 months. But in the meantime, you'll have to work hard to get it, because there's your opportunity. And it's a business card. So it says it can happen. Just get a little bit more organised so you're not so overwhelmed, and pick up the pace a bit. Thank you. Would you like to choose the next one? This is working so well. Thank you. Yes, you can take a business card. I have business cards and flyers up here, and I'm on Trishelle's stand if you want to follow me back to buy cards. Hey.
Hello, I'm Kylie.
Kylie, what's your question?
Will the sale of my house go through under this contract?
Okay, good question. Would you like to place that one down? Knock on the cards. Shuffle the question in. Will the sale of her house go through on this contract? Has there been 2 contracts already? Or is this the second one? It's 1. Maybe a second contract. Give me 3. To be honest, I'm not seeing it happen. The reason is we've got unfinished business here. There's still loose ends to be tied up. And it says, have patience, it will take time. Now, she asked a question about that, and this is the answer. It's blunt, it's straightforward. And the third one says, communicating more effectively. So when I say communicating more effectively, it could fall over, but not due to you, to whoever's selling it. Okay? If they can change things just a little bit, because it's saying there's still things that aren't being done. Like they're either going to be too pushy or not enough. That's why the communication card comes up. So you're going to have to be stomping on them if you want this to happen. Not the buyer, but whoever's selling it. Okay? Does that make sense? Can you just give me one more? It says she can do it. So it can happen if you work out this communication thing and the loose ends. Okay. Is that okay? Thank you. Now, who are you choosing? Thank you. Watch your leg, yeah. Your name?
It's Shauna.
Shauna. Would you like to tell me your question?
When I decide to go back to study again, what will I study?
Okay, when you decide to go back to study, what will you study? Now, I don't believe the cards are going to answer that question. But if she came to me for a reading, I could answer that question, but I'm showing you how the cards work. There is not a card in here to show her all the subjects that she should study. But I do feel that psychology is a good thing for you and helping people. You're very good with talking to people, helping sort them out, and you're calm. Do you understand all that? Yes. Now, let's ask the cards. But I want you to change the question a little bit. You wanted to know, should you go back to study, and what should you study? So let's change it to, should I go back to study this year? Or what, change it, but don't ask what you should do. I've just said what I thought, but the cards don't have a card to answer that.
Okay. So in the next 5 years, can I say?
Sure, she wants to add the next 5 years. Okay, right. Shuffle that in. Now, this is a tool. It'll help you read for yourself. I made this tool because I can't be objective reading for myself. I'm going to tell myself what I want to hear. Yes, my family's going to be safe forever. We're not going to have any problems. Everything I want is going to happen. These cards will tell me otherwise. She's changed her question to, will she study in the next 5 years? Give me 3 cards. No, not the top or the bottom. I want them one at a time so I can see which comes out first. Can I have one more? When you pull a person card out, people card, you want to find out how they influence that. So she got the happy card. That tells me yes, she should and she will. She got the work card. That tells me you need to work at the same time. Okay, you can't just stop and become this youthful student that's going to go forever. There's the gentleman card, which tells me you may get sidetracked by a man who will want to have a holiday or take you away or do something. Because she said 5 years. A lot can happen in 5 years. I do feel you will study in the next 2 years, and within about 18 months you'll know what you want to do, but know that you are a healer and you're very good with people. Does that all make sense? And it'll become very clear.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're choosing. You've got to go to the opposite side. Yeah. Thank you. Watch your legs. Okay, would you like to take the mic? And your name?
Erica.
Erica, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
What's your question?
Will I have the funds to travel more?
Will you have the funds to travel more? Good question. Would you knock on them? Knocking comes first to put your energy in. And shuffle. Will I have the funds to travel? Now, she can travel to the nearest suburb. She can travel to Brisbane. Do you want to add a little bit? Do you want to travel overseas? Australia? Great. Will I have the funds to travel around Australia? And you're going to pull 3 cards as soon as you're ready. 1, 2, 3, and I need one more. You're going to love this. Okay. The first card I got was the confusion card. Not sure where I want to go. See all the many roads? The second card says that she needs a fresh start. She needs to do something else. The third card says what's holding her back is the money. She asked about money and the money card came up. The last card says she has some loose ends to tie up to get the money to be able to go. But I do feel that you will still have to do things while you're travelling, working. You won't be able to just go and be a lady of leisure. You're going to stop, work, move on, stop, work, and you're actually going to make your way around. But you may get halfway around and have to come back for a reason. Just keep that in mind. but you will be able to do it. But you're going to have to pull your finger out if you want to get the funds, because it says here there's loose ends to tie up before she has the funds. Does that make sense? It does, doesn't it? Would you like to choose the next one? Opposite side. Lady in the pink, come on down. So I can't always tell you what you want to hear, because then I'd be lying. You want to know the truth, as blunt as it can be, and the cards don't lie. Now, hello, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Your name?
Oh, I'm Alex.
Alex,
Yep.
lovely to meet you.
Nice
I
to meet
love
you.
that pink. That's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Would you like to put the microphone down and knock on the cards and shuffle? And would you ask your question as you're shuffling? And would you tell me what it is so I don't have to play charades with the spirit world?
Is positive psychology the way of the future for the rest of my working life? Is positive psychology?
Is positive psychology the way of the future for the rest of her working life?
Not the rest, but for some of it.
For some of it.
5 to 10 years.
For the next 5 to 10 years before she hits the retirement plan. Okay, pull 3, not the top or the bottom. You're going to love this too. Okay, positive psychology in the health field. The health card came up. Healing. There's the work card. Yes, definitely. She asked about a job, a career. There's the work card. It's just about finding balance to do it all, because there's the balance. So there's a few things you've got to sort out, but yes, it definitely is. But make sure you have balance, otherwise you'll need a positive psychologist.
I know.
Okay?
Thank you.
It'll be heal or treat yourself. Thank you. So that is all correct?
Yeah, that's all correct.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Would you like to choose someone else?
Oh, yes. I think the lady at the back. We'll get the back going.
Yeah, get the back going.
Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. Do you want to take my card? I think you're going to need it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi. Your name?
I'm Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Would you hold it closer to you and ask your question?
Yes, so my question is, should I move to Sydney next month, the following month, or not at all?
Okay, there's 3 questions. Should she move to Sydney this month, next month, or not at all? So let's start with should you move
Next month, the month after, or not at all?
Which month, in other words?
Yeah.
So that's 3 questions. Everyone wants an answer. So which month do you want to choose, or should I just move to Sydney?
Yeah.
Because she had the not at all. So let's find out if you're going to move to Sydney first. Right, knock on them and shuffle the question, should I move to Sydney? Is it in my best interest to move to Sydney, and what do I need to know? And now can you pull 3 cards, please? 1, 2, 3. Okay. First card that came up is my Distrust, Be Aware card. And it has the Adam and Eve story. So you got someone holding out an apple and there's a snake holding you back. So it says it looks good, but something's holding her back. The next card was the travel card, moving on. And the last card is about safety and stay put and being secure. Now, if we're asking about a move or travel, this says you'll be safe. If we're asking about should I buy the house, should I take this job, any other question besides travel, it says stay put. Now, this card is saying there is something that will hold you back. It'll look better than it is, but you are going to move and you will be safe. Okay? And I feel it won't be this month or next month. It might be 3 months. Okay? Would you like to do your job and choose someone? You're welcome. Would you like to tell me your name and your question?
My name is Rhoda.
Hi, Rhoda.
Hi. My question is me becoming a health coach something that has longevity and will be with me for life?
Is it for my best interest to become a life coach?
A health coach.
A health coach.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's more about whether it's something that will be, once I am
And will it be an ongoing career?
Yeah, for good.
Okay. So, is it within my best interest to become a health coach, and will it be a long and successful career? 2 questions, but we can sort of tie it in, because yes, it is your best interest to become a health coach. Give me 3. Health card. She asked a health question. There's only one card that has the word health in there. There she is. And there's the work card. Now, I didn't pull those cards. She did. Yes, it is within your best interest. It will be your career. The card says work career. Can you all see that? Can you see why so many readers are changing over to this deck? I can't make this happen. It is happening. In Brisbane, I had people everywhere, and this guy came up and said, "You made those cards come out, didn't you?" And I said, "I didn't even touch the cards when they came out." So, no, I don't hex them somehow and make them come out. The cards will tell you what you need to know. The health card, you and your career work. Yes, a big yes. Would you like to choose someone? Okay, here we go. Thank you. Take my card. We're at Trishelle, Angel Trishelle, which is way over on the last aisle. And please follow me over if you want decks.
Hello. Will I get the microphone?
Hi.
Hi. My name is Catherine.
Same as me.
I know, yeah, it's cool. I want to know, is my business going to get more,
more business?
Yeah, more successful.
Yep.
Bigger and bigger.
So is your business going to be improve and become successful?
Yes.
Great. And what does she need to know? I always add, what do I need to know on it? So shuffle them in, knock on them, and shuffle. And let's see what comes up. Then you're going to choose 3 cards. Will her business be more successful and improve? And what does she need to know? Okay. Can I have one more, please? Now, this is saying not. Do you work from home?
No.
Okay. This says here, probably not. That says there's things that need to be resolved for it to become more successful. You've got to change things up. You've got to do something different. Then she can be happy. But right now, the business plan you have is not working quick enough or good enough. It'll be a long slog. Yeah. And you'll feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, I do.
And there may be some things you can do from home to cut some costs as well. So look at it, because the house card came up. It says you'll be comfortable, but it's not going to be successful unless you change things up. Can I have one more card, please? What does she need to change up? You've got to make it more fun. What is your business?
Oh, it is pretty fun.
It is fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cafe with a gift shop.
A cafe with a gift shop. You have to open it up for something with children in it, or the children do.
Yeah, we do
yep.
bring catching classes.
And you've got to open things up even more, expand it, because what you're doing now is not enough for what you want. Okay? So go back to the drawing board, write down all the things you are doing now, and then write down, brainstorm other things, and start asking your customers, what else would you like to see here? What else would draw you here? And take their feedback.
Okay.
I wish I could have told you yes, but right now you're just going to float along.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Okay? Right, do you want to choose someone? She doesn't want to choose someone. Yep. Hi.
Hi, I'm Akhil.
Michael?
Akhil.
Akhil.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Akhil, your question.
My question is, what are the 3 big events going to happen in my life in next 2 years?
What are the...
3 big events going to happen in my life in next 2 years?
No, can't ask that question. He wants to know 3 events. The cards are not going to have enough cards for that.
Okay.
So ask what you really want to ask and make it one question.
Okay, I will ask like, what will be my career in next 1 year?
There's not going to be enough cards in there for that one either.
Okay.
You can come and see me privately and I can help you with that, but we're showing everyone how the cards can work.
Okay. Whether career in IT or acting, that can work out?
Okay, so let's ask, should I have a career in IT?
Okay, should I have career in IT?
Okay, and it'll either tell you yes or no, and if it's a no, go and do the acting. But let's go, knock on them and shuffle. I actually feel you can do both. And I think that you'll be doing that while you're waiting to be discovered. Okay, 3 cards. Can I have one more? That dreaded question, huh? One more. Can I have one more? Just want to know what the loose ends are. Okay. So it says a career in IT is possible, but it puts him out of his comfort zone. He understands that. It says you have the opportunity to make it a business if you want to. The business card came up. It says you have some unresolved things that need to be resolved before that can happen. And because this is a card of resolution, it has sorry on it, but you don't say sorry till something's happened. So it's about something you need to sort out, and there's loose ends that need tying up, but you will travel with it and you'll be able to do it. Yes, you will be able to do the acting, but you need to do the IT to pay the bills while you're waiting to be paid for acting. And when your acting career becomes enough to pay you, you can get rid of your IT if it becomes a hobby. But I feel you'll always do some IT stuff. You've got the brains.
Yeah, that was in my mind actually.
It was in your mind? Yeah, they read your mind. So that's what will happen. You get to choose now. Just watch the camera and everything.
Thank you very much. It's so amazing what you're doing, especially with health worker. I'm still so surprised. Hello, my name is Alex, and
Alex?
I want to know if
Alex just said she's amazed at what we do, especially with the health card coming up.
it's just like, yeah.
Closer
and
to your face.
I want to know if I'm in relationship with the right person.
Oh, don't ask unless you really want to know. Is she in the relationship with the right person? Okay, it's all in your hands. Knock your energy in.
Do I need to knock somewhere else?
No.
For sure.
This is going to be dangerous. Okay, shuffle. Shuffle the question in. No. If you pull the card before you shuffle, you haven't asked the question. Anything will come out.
Okay.
So shuffle the cards. Am I in the right relationship? Well, is she in the right relationship?
With the right person.
With the right person. That's still the right relationship. Okay. Now you can pull 3 cards, not the top or the bottom. Got to listen. Just pull them, cherry pick them, take them from the middle somewhere. These are important cards you're pulling now. Your whole relationship stems on it.
I know.
So come on. Oh. You're killing me.
Maybe some more?
Yeah, you're going to have to do some more. I want one more. Come on.
The important one, please.
The important one. Okay. It says no unless she finds a different way. That means something needs changing. That means he needs changing. And it's because the change card came up when I asked. It can transform. It says that you need to have confidence in this person that it can happen, but you've got to find another way to communicate, and then it can happen, because we got the angel wings at the end.
For example, transfer life relationship to business relationship, right?
A love
relationship to other relationship, like friends or
we did ask about a love relationship, didn't we?
So it means that it needs to be transferred.
It means transformed,
Transformed to
not
some other
transferred.
relationship.
It says that if you want this relationship to work, one of you has to change. I suspect it's him. And then the relationship can be healthier and have confidence that it can work. Right now, it doesn't feel like a bad relationship, but it won't have longevity if something doesn't change. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can I say something to your ear?
Yes. You can.
No, like.
Yes. Well, that's why something has to change.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yes. She's saying everything I said is incredible. There's a reason he has to change, but we're not telling you what the reason is. But it's a big reason.
Yes. Sorry, I need to choose the person.
Choose the person.
Who is most desperate? Who really needs to like yes?
Okay, so I'll leave it up to you to work out why he has to change. Hi, and thank you for letting me know that I was accurate. Yeah, it is magic.
Hi, my name is Giovanna.
Giovanna?
And I would like to know if I will get through my years of sponsorship, or better, if I will get my permanent residency.
Okay, so really we want to know, will you get permanent residency?
Yeah.
Because the sponsorships are already happening.
I'm already on the sponsorship.
Yeah, so we don't want to know about that.
Okay.
So put it down and shuffle in, shuffle in, will I get permanent residency here in Australia?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to be specific. And you're going to give me 3 cards. Okay. Stop shuffling. Pull 3, not the top or the bottom. Yes. Yes. It says if she takes charge and control, it can happen. You need to study. Maybe get a study visa, study permanent, or there's some study that has to be done, but it also says you have to focus on it for it to happen, and it will happen. There will be improvement and you'll love it. Okay? But to get permanent residency, you have to be coming in with something to give them to want to keep you here.
So it doesn't mean that I will get this PR through my actual employment?
Yeah, you'll get it through your actual employment because you'll be learning that employment while you're here, and then you will get your residency. You have to make that your focus. Does that all make sense? It does. Okay, so they're not just going to give it to you, you're going to have to focus on it, and there will be some study there as well.
Okay.
Okay? To do with your career. Okay. Actually, I have to stop there because I'm only supposed to do 45 minutes. But what I want to tell you is I'm over at Angel Trichel's stand. You can look it up in your book. It's in the last aisle that way. I have limited copies of these and these, but we'll have more stock tomorrow depending on the demand. I am a psychic medium. I travel the globe doing this. This is my job. I have been doing this for many, many years, and I was voted Psychic of the Year for 2015. And my face is on this magazine for the psychic thing as well. So I have magazines over there if you'd like one, and I also have decks that you can purchase. So if you want my business card or a flyer, come up and get one. And it was lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming and joining me.